All right, hello, wine drinking people. We are back for what I had to drink yesterday, and it was a busy day in the store yesterday, so we're going to get right to this one. And I'm not even going to bother mentioning the 2007 Verite Limousin, which a good friend Dave brought by, Dave and Kathy, and the 2002 La Joie that I opened up, and Reciprocation, and the other stuff that we were just drinking in the store, because that's what happens here at the Wine Watch. You can just feel the love when a great bottle gets opened. You can see reciprocation coming your way, baby. All right, well, we did also open up a few other bottles for everybody that stopped in yesterday. We got a new Barolo in, the 1999 vintage Araldo Viberti. Wow, $27. What an incredible value this is for a vintage Barolo. Classic Barolo. Still has lovely cherry liqueur-like fruit to it. A little bit of that dried flower and tar earthiness you get from Barolo. Like I said, classic Barolo at an unbelievable price. All right, well, our new rep Kelly from Republic National dropped off a few things for us. Hey, that's allowed, man. That's the best, easiest way to sell wine to Wine Watch. Come by and leave us wine. These two wines from Twomey, Silver Oak's label for Merlot, and obviously Sauvignon Blanc now. This Sauvignon Blanc, similar to what you'd find in Bordeaux, very rich, a lot of white grapefruit and melon fruit. Just a hint of that fresh baled hay kind of minerality and earthiness, but very juicy, very nice. Really nice little Sauvignon Blanc. And the Merlot, we've always liked. This has got French oak as opposed to American oak, which Silver Oak uses. And really rich and plummy and jammy style of Merlot. Really ripe, really nice. And I don't have prices on here yet, but we'll try to get those before we send the email out on those two. And a couple new wines that we had in the store that I decided to pop open for another Chatterton deal. This Saint Joseph here from, sorry, that's the Côte Rôtie. This is the Saint Joseph here from Andre Ferret. Classic Northern Rhone Syrah, lots of berry pie, kind of fruit to that, a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of that what the French call sauvage, and those floral notes that you get out of Syrah, but really light, really nice and refreshing. Syrah can make a really nice light red, also like this Côte Rôtie 2001 from Patrick Jasmin, drinking beautifully at its peak right now. Really not a great vintage, but hey, got 92 points from Robert Parker, the guru of the Rhone Valley, from the Wine Advocates. That's one of his fortes, the Rhone and the Northern Rhone. We rarely see deals like this, $30 a bottle for a vintage Côte Rôtie. Excellent stuff. Hey, wait a minute. We had two suppliers in the store yesterday. Sorry, guys, I didn't forget about you. Caroline stopped by for the first time this year from Burton Henry, and she has some great stuff in that portfolio, some really nice wines, especially this Macon Vierzet. Wow, what a little showstopper, man. For a Macon, $20, which is not cheap, but man, the wine was just stunning. A lovely bouquet, stone fruit, pears, apples, peaches with a hint of honey, whetstone. Really nice concentration on the palate. What a lovely little wine, a hint of toasted brioche on the finish for $22, all organically, biodynamically farmed, blah, blah, blah. But man, the wine tasted great for a Macon. You would think it was from the Côte de Beaune. All right, next up, Principio Barolo Serralunga, which was a very nice Barolo, a little red licorice spice there, cherry, fresh red cherry pie, black tar, another classic style Barolo, fresh flowers, maybe a little bit more expensive than our Araldo Viberti wine, but still a good value at $37.50. And then a great winery from Chile, Perez Cruz, their Cabernet Sauvignon, which still had a little bit of that textbook earthiness you get from these wines from Chile, especially the Carmenere varietal, really earthy and herbaceous, but had a lot of everything else going on there also. Red currant, black currant berry fruit, really nice ripe tannins, and very balanced and fresh still on the finish. One of the best wineries in Chile, and for $15, man, you cannot beat what you get out of South America if you like Bordeaux varietals. All right, next up, Resolution Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley. This wine reminded me slightly of a Zinfandel, and showing it after that $15 wine from Chile may have been a mistake, because I found actually the wine from Chile to be better. But hey, if you like this ripe and jammy style of a Cabernet and you like Zinfandel, you may like this better. But $15 to $28, like I said, I'm putting my money in Chile at the moment. All right, well, next up, one of our good friends from Billington stopped in with some nice things from Italy, some nice everyday things. And hey, man, I don't need to review every damn wine that I taste on the show. Some of these $10 wines, like the Prosecco that well, actually, this wine was an older version of Prosecco, because you can't actually label a wine that's not from the Prosecco DOCG Prosecco anymore. So you could tell with the effervescence on this. When you get an older sparkling wine, you start to notice the effervescence starting to get really light. And with Prosecco, which is a cheaply made sparkling wine, you don't want old Prosecco. All right, enough said about that. Okay, then we have the OG Pinot Grigio. OG. What a great name. All right. Nice, light, inoffensive, easy to drink. Umaneranchi Verdicchio di Castello di Jesi. Now there is an Italian name for a wine right there. All right. Verdicchio, a really simple wine, but I just like to say the name of it. So definitely a little more interesting than a Pinot Grigio, though. Also 1350, but still not why I get out of bed in the morning. And then a little Montepulciano d'Abruzzo. The armpit of Italy. Another simple, easy drinking wine that's not the reason why I get out of bed, but not bad. And then the Vigna Maggio Chianti Classico Terre di Prenzano, which a very nice little Chianti Classico. This wine had some lovely structure, had that lovely dried herb and mushroom kind of note, earthiness that you get out of Tuscan wines, a little saddle leather in there. Really nice. You had a licorice spice. A really nice little Chianti Classico for $24.75 from a great vintage, 2007. And then the Michele Castellani Amarone della Valpolicella Colli Cristi. This wine just got 93 points in the speculator, and really ripe and jammy style Amarone. A little bit hint of sweetness there, notes of balsamico, cherry liqueur, and that Play-Doh-like minerality that you get from Amarone, which is, from the soils there in Verona. But a really nice wine and a great little buy for an Amarone at $50, man. That's where quality Amarone starts, and a really nice little wine. We have this wine on the shelf here in the store. And then OG Primitivo. Oh, gee, don't show this after Amarone? Are you kidding me? A really simple wine, light, fruity, and like I said, man, it kind of was anticlimactic to show that after the Amarone. All right, folks, I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, and that's what I had to drink yesterday. Signing off, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.